When I said I was going to run for parliament, everybody said I was a madman because the person I ran up against in the primaries was an institution. When we were in primary school, we learnt about him. Do you understand? Like, I learnt about him in social studies. And then now I say I'm going to contest that person. Everybody said I was a madman. Everybody said it wasn't possible. But it was about understanding what I carried and what I was going up against. And so going into that election in 2015, my primaries with the late Honorable E.T. Mensah, that's where I took a branding decision. People think Jatta is my name. It's not. My name is Samuel Nate George. But today, most people know me as Jatta, or more as Jatta, or with the Lion brand, than my real full name. Branding decision. When I went into the constituency in 2015, in January, when I started my campaign, we had the elections in November. And I picked a crop of young guys in Prampram and Ningo, and here I was, this young boy, running all over the place against this older man. And it was interesting. He was more than twice my age. I was 30 at the time. He was 70. So, and don't forget that a lot of the people who were going to vote were largely older people, connected with him, that being in the struggle with him, that being in the party with him all this while. He was this kid who had just come 2 years ago, running around like some crazy atom, excited electron all over the place, misbehaving, and then now he says he's contesting the Godfather. Who are you? Obumo. Bekeni o hashin. O pray. Tobo. Udi be 50 and 60 and waba. And so everything I did, everything I said, because I had a group of young boys and we had energy and we're going from morning till evening, and I said, oh, look at these rascals. They don't respect, they are arrogant, they're disrespectful. And that's the typical Ghanaian thing. When they can't deal with your energy, they brand you arrogant and disrespectful. Me, I've worn it as a badge. Call me whatever, I don't care. You know, but I've owned it. And so I sat down and decided to ask myself how, because I realized that when I was reaching out to even chiefs and elderly people, they didn't want to give me audience. Because nobody wanted to be associated with, we were branded as a bunch of arrogant riffraffs. So then I sat down and decided to brand myself and said, look, what is it that I have going for me? My energy, my strength, my drive, my conviction. The fact that I will tear down any wall to get what I want. I don't take no for an answer. I will push you to your limits. That's my strength. But that also comes across as a weakness, that I'm overbearing, that I'm too much for people who are conservative. So how do I get them to appreciate what I am and what I represent and embrace it? The Lion defined that for me. The lion is king of everything he sees. The lion is not the fastest, it's not the smartest, it's not the swiftest animal. But the lion has got presence. The lion walks into any meeting and his presence is known. The lion roars. And like the person who introduced me, I mean, those were bars, man. He said what? Mics tremble and tweeted trends. I've taken that as a note. I'm taking that home, you know. But